What's up, friends and fam? Market up or down? The market was down. Pretty sizable day. And as I looked at the public account graph here, we're at all-time highs, which I did not realize until or some point today. But we've got playoff basketball and tons of activity in this strategy. I just went through my main account stuff, and there are swing trades available. There is these little screener trades available. And what it goes to show you for big picture is there is a sector rotation happening. And the beauty of an S&P 500 index that is weighted by market cap is that these shapes and these strategies will work forever. So a little investment of my life at the sacrifice and expense of myself and some of my loved ones will yield multi-generational changes. So time well wasted, which is a song that I had in my mind today. It's a good one. But market was down. As you look at the account here, we've got a bunch of cash, and we've got a bunch of stuff to update on the spreadsheet. So I know that is pretty boring, but I'll try to make it quick as possible. I've got it here on the mobile app. We've got a Zoda SPY 77.72, an Eldo SPY 124.84, CDW on the sell. So, like I always say, the stock market does not have to go up for you to make money. And we've got some new folks here. So again, the stock market does not have to go up for you to make money. If you're a trader, if you got a 401k, yeah, you need the market to go up. But I do active trading principles and put half of that money into passive investments. So while there's volatility in the markets, I take advantage of it and move money into investments that I don't have to watch. Got ING RVI here, 101.42, ACM 71.49. Sell OSK 121.17. Sorry, I'm a little antsy. I just watched one of my favorite basketball teams. Man, I'm excited. Little list exit there, 121.17. Looks like a normal fill, nothing too crazy out of line there. And A.O. Smith sell 56.57. Just a normal fill there. But all of these are adding up little by little by little. And when people get introduced to the strategy, they underestimate the power of compounding small things over and over and over again. And so what you'll see through this illustration, if you pay attention, 39.47 on the buy, FBIN 33.71, Gap 20.73. I'll get to my thought in a minute. Tesco sell. Wow, nice. But what you'll see is that I'm not only compounding small wins here, but I'm also able to reuse the same dollars that we used to buy these stocks a day ago and use the same capital to go back to work today and buy more stocks because the market is down. 1486. American Eagle, KBR, 64.40. That is a sell. Hey, look at all these stocks we sold on a market down day. The stock market does not have to go up for you to make money. I'm generating a lot of cash flow right now in my life, and the stock market is coming down from all-time highs. Always remember that money does not enter and exit the market. It rotates from risk on to risk off, but it stays in the markets. 24.41. We'll get a little grand total here. This is always exciting. We got a DG sell as well. This is a nice one. The account is still relatively small, but remember it was only $10 a week for a couple years, and then now it has no deposit at all. And we're able to use that capital, so sacrifice a little bit temporarily, and it will feed me every month forever via the statement videos. So if you're new here, go check a couple of them out. They're important. It is kind of like a newsletter, like, hey, this is how we're doing, the State of the Union address or something like that. But we sold a lot of stock today. Holy moly. Donut shop. You get it, you get it. Okay, so that's it as we have on the mobile. Hopefully I didn't miss something else, but you know, I'm tired. I just got done working a shift at a factory in very hot, extreme conditions. And that's what we have. So, you know, the goal is $28. We got a $2,800 account. Boom, baby. Oh my gosh. What a perfect ending to a perfect day. And I think it does call for a celebration later on. 32.12. And we have hit our goal for the month. So you can see it previously, you have to add in the dividends. The sum here was $27.49 on a $2,700 account. So last month we hit our goal. The month prior we 4x the goal. The month prior we came a little bit short, but nothing crazy. The month prior we 4x our goal. And you can see how we just slow and steady. There's your flip profits. Yeah, you're starting to see a trend. Higher highs, higher lows. We're going up into the right. And that's how I like to trade, with zero losses. No stop losses, nothing crazy. For a little double check, let's make sure that we have a match here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 positions. On the spreadsheet here we have 3, 6, 9. Everything looks to be in order. So if you're new, pay close attention. Make sure you have your trading plan written down. I'm going to go through this. I'll probably try to rush a little bit, but what an exciting day. Cheers. Okay. What's the first part of your trading plan? For my trading plan, it's stock market up or down. It was down today. It's not down because it's a red candle. It's down because it closed underneath the close of the previous day. And it has a minus symbol up here, or over here, or on your broker. That's why. Number 2, I need to buy these stocks. I don't think I didn't pull it up. Please stay tuned. And just like magic, ka-chow, we have Scrainer. Ta-da! All right, and so now there's a lot of really cool stuff to take away from somebody that's new to the strategy. Stop asking me stupid stuff. But you can see there's 20 companies on the screener. Obviously, not all of them will be buys, but what we're doing is we're going through our list of stuff we have. The first one here is American Eagle, which you do not see on the list. And in case you don't know, these are in alphabetical order. Okay. So if we look at American Eagle, you can see that this thing is in huge profits. It's up 4%. And since it's not on the list to buy, I'm going to put in a sell order to get rid of it. And so again, the market is down tomorrow. It's a potential. Could have another sell in the works, just like happened yesterday. 1486 times 1.01. Pause the video, do that math for yourself. And I'm going to rip. Hopefully it takes this order, but we're really only trying to get 15 at a limit order, good till cancel. With all the extended hours, you want as many hours as you can get because you have set the limit price. You can always make more money, but you can never make less because you have set the limit. On to the next one is Gap. Hey. Come on. Computer maybe not wanting to work, but let's see what we got. We got nice PEs. I can see that so far. Dividends, low debt. We're good to go. 2078 for the gap. You can see here the price of the stock went up, but we are building a position just like a hedge fund, and that's where I got the ideal, and that's how we do it. Remember, try to keep position sizing to 1% of my total account without using partial shares on this particular broker. So with a $2,800 account, 1% is $28. So one share is underneath $28, but two shares would be over that. So one share it is. I'm not greedy. I'm happy taking small wins because they add up and compound at a tremendous rate. So we got NOG and FBIN. NOG is the OG. We've had that a while. I don't look for it to be on there, but it could pop on there. LM, not on there. FBIN, Fortune Brands. Everything looks good still. We've got PEs, dividends, low debt, 33.39. I'm not worried that the stock continues to fall because the PE lets me know it's worth more than it's currently trading. But there are many reasons that stocks go up and down, and valuation is just one of those reasons. So we will add another one. Use math as my market advantage. Remember, if you don't have a market advantage, don't expect to beat the markets. But if you have a market advantage in a trading plan, it's really not that hard of a feat. The hardest part is getting started, how to go, and what actually works. You know, track your results and all that stuff. So after going through the weeds, I feel compelled to talk a little bit about my journey. So that's what I'm doing. We got Whirlybird and ACM. Oh no, it's on here. Did I buy this thing earlier? I push my potential very, very hard here lately. And I am a bit weary for it. May 19th. Yep. Okay. Good. I have a lot of accounts I manage, so it's fun. We've got dividends. PEs are in range. Remember, if you add them up and it's over 30, no good. Add them up, divide by 2. I want it under 15. We've got debt under 4. 40.76. Look how much it went up. I don't mind that I still have the other shares. We're going to average them all together and make even more money because now when we sell, it's a larger position size. It's easy to get addicted to small wins, but when the system says keep piling in, we're not done moving, then that's what I'm going to do. Beautiful system. And starting to look like a Christmas tree. That's what I want it to look like. ACM. I've been some long videos now. Really cutting into my fun time, but I hope you appreciate it. If you do, leave me a like on the video. Make sure you're subscribed and share this video with your friends. All-time highs, it's easy for people to want to be interested in the stock market. Computer's doing what it does, but it still has made me a lot of money, and until it blows up, this is what we got. ACM, there we go. PE's in range. We've got dividends. Debt's in range. 71.18. Very simple. It doesn't take me very much time at all to do my other accounts. It's just the factor of doing it on video here for you folks. So I hope you appreciate it. It's an investment in you guys. And this account will go absolutely bananas, and I only know that because I've already created other accounts that do the same thing that have gone freaking absolutely bonkers. INGR. I haven't looked at our capital. Hopefully we have some money. Got nice PEs, dividends, almost no debt, 134. What an exciting time. There are a lot of times in the market there's not much going on. We got all kinds of money. Heck yeah. But when there's times to get in and get busy, you got to put everything else on hold. And I don't have any problem doing that. And that's kind of probably the way my life is the way it is. But like a fireman, if there's a fire, I'm putting the fire out. Then we'll go back and talk about the other stuff. Zotis. I am thankful it's all on one page, but because the computer doesn't work very good, but on a mobile phone or whatever, dude, this is so fast. Nice PEs, good dividends, very high debt, but in range, 78.92. And look at this gap. Look at all that gap. Makes me feel better about getting in here. Look how far this one went up. That doesn't bother me a bit. Because our first price was $87. So we're building in an average, right? And these orders will all fill, for the most part, while I am asleep. So it does not take a lot of time to trade. You can find any time during the day or night to trade. My experience is about 10 minutes a day. Obviously, some days are more than that, but most of the days are nothing to do at all. The market's up, you're in cash, you're just kind of hanging out. So it is time well spent. Eldos. Last one, last chance for romance. But wait, there's more. We have new opportunities, so I'm excited to share those with you. Eldos, we have a nice PEs. We've got a dividends, nothing crazy, but it's in range, and debt is in range, 125.96. This is another one that went up. But again, like a hedge fund, think about yourself as a huge money manager. This is how we're going to move large sums of money. Very large. And you think, I'll never have that kind of money. Well, if you really think that and believe it, it's true. But that's not how math works in compounding. If you stay consistent, it is with mathematical certainty that money just comes in your lap. It's really pretty crazy. All right, we got $961 left. There is an order for every position we have. So the next step of the trading plan, is yours written down? Is it next to you? Write it down. Is universe, right? So I'm looking for stocks in my universe. There's some stocks on here that I really like, but that are not really in my universe. None of these are in my universe, which tells me that it's not a deep correction or a big panic or something like that. It's just a normal dip. In certain companies get hit harder than others. But a company I really do like that's got a big plant locally where I live is Allison Transmission. And let's take a look at it. So our PEs are in range. Remember, add them up, divide by 2. We're going to be under 15. We've got a little bitty dividend, but it's in range and pretty high debt. But 108.01 for Allison. I'm really excited from where the account has gone that we have enough money to pretty much buy everything every day. That is a pretty big step. When we get past the PDT or they finally cancel it, we'll do round trip orders again, which is the reason I chose this broker. But as for now, this is good practice. Limit order good till cancel, extended hours. This order has insufficient settled funds. So that means you can't sell it until let's send it. I think it's just one of those things where you can't buy and sell before the money settles. No big deal. Because we have other money that will settle. And when you sell stuff every day, CRH, is that on our deal? It's not. And some of these that we sold will be right back on here. And that is the beauty of this system that I created. P's are too high. If I see a reason to not trade, I'm moving on. Let's get through this. CXT. We've got dividends, PEs in range. We got dividends, debt. CXT, 37.92. All right, limit order good till cancel. Let's go. Gotta have those extended hours. Gotta have them. Just send it. We still got 800 bucks. We're gonna use all of it. Not saving money for what if it goes down again tomorrow? No, we're not doing that. Dolby. That's the sound thing, right? Surround sound stuff. P's are just barely out of range. Oh, what a shame. Gap. Graco. P's are a little high for me. LKQ, I believe there's something wrong with this one. Dividend EST. Yeah, they're just a little wonky on promising a future dividend. It's not it. OSK, I believe we sold this one today. So we've got P's in range, dividends are there, and debt is in range. So you can see we sold it at the beginning of the day and it came right back down. So 119.11 OSK. And this stock can continue to go down, and we can be in and out, 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 which gives you more flexibility. You see, we sold it at 121.17, and we're trying to buy it again at 119.11, which is lower than the price we initially paid for it. So it is continuing to drop, and I've created a system that allows me to come in and take very small profits in a repeatable way that is very consistent and keeps me just taking just a little bit. Fits my personality type too. But we'll see if we can get right back in. $600 left. And we're cruising right through the list. Got some eBay stuff to do too. If you're interested in sports cards, check out the other channel. There'll be videos up tonight. I am busy, busy, busy. I like Otis as well. They had a factory in my hometown. PEs are just a little too high. It's a fantastic business. I don't know what the reason is why they're not in my universe, but I'm sure there's a reason. And you can't have every company in your universe. We've got some debt problems here, which is normal for this kind of a business, but I just do not participate. Risen Capital. We've got debt over equity is just over 4. I do not go over 4. 4 is risky enough. Once you understand debt to equity and long-term debt, like my levels are pretty risky. Here's one that's very, very close on the PE, in the forward PE. Add them up, divide by 2, it does fit. We've got very high debt, but it is under our parameters of 4, and we've got a dividend. You can see again, we sold this thing in the morning, and it dropped all day, and we're going to get right back in. Tesco 31.14. You can shear a sheep many times, so shear the damn sheep many times, okay? I'm not greedy on any one trade, but I am greedy with the opportunity that is provided to me. Limit order until cancel. Extended hours. We're slowly getting there, but I believe we're going to have enough money to get through this list too, which is a really good feeling for me. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. I know there is money settling in the background. Money is moving. I've hit the goal. We have a whole nother week of trading. So any sales that happen will just pad for a month when we don't hit our goal, or there's not much available, right? But what I've found out by surprise, even to myself, is that there's pretty much always opportunity. There may not be very many trading days where it fits the system, but when there are, like with 20 stocks, if they were all buys, you could put 20% of your account in. Look at this debt. No, thank you. No, thank you. So you don't need, we did Whirlpool. Wolverine work boots. This is a regular customer here. We've got nice PEs, good dividends. Debt's under 4. $14.70 for Wolverine. So 2 shares would just be barely over 28 bucks. It'd be $29.40, and that is over the limit. So just one for me. $14.70, and we're going to leave the light on for you. That is the last one. So if you're still here, again, leave me a like on the way out. I do appreciate you watching. Think of it as an investment in yourself to learn, and not a way to create money immediately, even though it does create some. Also understand that there is risk in the stock market, especially before you learn what you're doing. So make sure you start with small amounts of money. I recommend $10 a week. And people resist that because they want to make money. If you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to make money. You'll make mistakes. Yeah. But as a little disclaimer, you see all these orders I'm putting in before your very eyes. I own all this stuff. I buy and I sell all this stuff. But this is not financial recommendations. This is not stock advice. It's not financial advice in any way. I'm not licensed to do anything besides drive this moped to the gas station. And There are licensed financial advisors. If you need advice, seek the advice of them. And if I see you guys having a yard sale, I'll try to help out the best I can. And you can lose money in the markets. Can. My trading strategy prevents me from doing that because I never sell for a loss. So I'm a bag holder, just like the name says. And I'm excited to share my journey, but this is not me telling you what to do, but it is me showing you as a regular factory worker in America, blue collar as it gets, there are some amongst us that win and crush the markets. And this is how I do it, amongst many other ways and many other accounts. I was able to retire early, and I'm looking to start a charity now, so I need a lot of money. So a lot of accounts, a lot of money, a lot of movement, a lot of activity. Do more, have more, but remember, people are the best investment you can make. I'm going to stop rambling here and go enjoy the rest of my day. It's a victory lap. We hit all-time highs in this account. We hit our goals. We need to check the cash flow. Remember, half of this money goes into the investment account. We are $1.21 away from putting it right into investments. I'm excited for that, and I hope we get that tomorrow, and we'll go down that journey. Remember, I'm not showing any of the public investment stuff until statement videos. I just operate that, and we'll talk about it here. But that's what we got. It's a great day to be alive. I hope you're doing well. If you're winning, let me know in the comments, and we'll catch you in the next one. Have a great evening.